This is the liver city map, and these are our zones. We have our benign zone, which is our happy neighborhood. Then we have our malignant zone, our diffuse zone, which is going to be our weather district, and then we have our vascular zone, and our benign zone is going to be blue. Right, there we go. And then these are safe, harmless problems. Our hemangioma, we're gonna remember like cotton candy, and then because it's like bright and round, like fluffy. And then we have FNH, which is our little star, and then we can make it yellow, cute, little yellow. And then we have our simple cyst, which is just an empty bubble of clear fluid, so like a cloud, like it's empty and then like raindrops. So it's anechoic, thin-walled, and has enhancement. And then we have our malignant zone, which is going to be our danger district, and we're going to make it orange. There you go. Cute. And then so these are serious ones like HCC, metastasis, and then we have like that big old long one. And then basically HCC is a lightning bolt because it's aggressive and loves blood flow, so like a thunderbolt. And then so it's like a power plant, it's hypervascular. And then metastasis, it's 3 dots. So we're gonna put our little 3 dots, so like 3 dots. We need bigger ones. And then that's 3 dots because we're usually multiple lesions and varied in appearance. And then the last one is a toll booth, so like, you know, and then that's because it blocks your bile ducts, so like a blockage, so like a toll booth, duct obstruction, so like, you know, when you stop to like, it's collecting money. And then our diffuse zone is going to be green. Oh, it's going to be green. And then this affects the whole liver, so like rain, it's not going to affect like just your house, it's going to affect like the whole neighborhood, so like not just the little tiny piece but the whole thing. And then so we're going to start with fatty liver. That one's pretty easy. It's cloudy, everything looks bright, looks hazy. And then we have cirrhosis, and that one I did fire, but I would also say like a brick wall. Like the liver becomes nodular and like, you know, and so nodular, coarse, and then portal hypertension. And then I would also mention like hepatitis, so like the little small flame, so we can call the small flame hepatitis. We'll put hep, and then cirrhosis, so if you know, you know. And then our vascular zone is going to be red. Keep doing that. It's gonna be any moment now. I'm gonna make it red. You'll see why. And it's a highway and river system. And then this one involves blood flow problems, so red blood flow. Make it extra red. And then that we're gonna do portal hypertension, which is the waves. And then we can do the waves block up flow, so put Kari here, if you know, you know. And then portal venous thrombosis, we're gonna do the stop sign, so it's a roadblock, a clot, and no flow. And then flood zone, actually flood zone, I'm getting confused. So flood zone is going to be our portal hypertension, and then Badkari is going to be this one, the rock, and that's our little river. And then this one shows hepatic vein outflow is blocked, so like when you have a little rock and then it, like all the water backs up. And then this map just helps me visualize and separate the liver diseases by grouping them into neighborhoods based on how they behave. So benign, match business, oh my god, benign, and then malignant, diffuse, or vascular. Each one I just did little simple doodles. And then I would say like key terms, I wrote them down here, is like the little star to remember that one, and like the central scar, you know, so little key terms down there. But yeah, that's it.